Ben-Roethlisberger said today that, signs are pointing this could be his last game, at least for the regular season in Heinz Field. So just wondering what you think about Ben's career and what that could mean for the atmosphere Monday night.
Yeah, obviously he's a great player, but I'm really focused on trying to defend him Monday night. He's still playing at a really high level.
Statistically, at least, Baker has really struggled in the fourth quarter this season, compared to last year, especially when he was pretty effective in the fourth quarter down the stretch. What do you attribute that to?
Yeah, Jake, I kind of would go back to what we talked about earlier. I think you have to look at it as an offense. And, specifically when you're talking about the quarterback and the quarterback's statistics or numbers, it takes 11 guys. It takes all of us to do our job, to be productive in the pass game. We often talk about precision in the pass game, and that goes through all 11 players. It's the protection, it's the routes, it's the throwing, all those things. So, specific to that fourth quarter stat, whatever it is, Jake, I just think it's really an offense, a unit stat, including me. When you're talking about that.
In contrast to your team's fourth quarter struggles, Pittsburgh has scored 150 points in the fourth quarter, and Ben's got 11 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. And a lot of that has to do with them coming from so far behind, like in your playoff game, we saw that. But do you think there are some individual quarterbacks who just have the power to hit another gear in that final frame? And in the final minutes?
Yeah, I think probably historically, Tony, you could look at a lot of quarterbacks over time that, that have these comebacks and I think about some of their great ones. Peyton Manning comes to mind. I mean, think of Frank Reich in Buffalo. These guys come from behind and they're down multiple scores and they're chucking around the yard. So obviously, there's some great historical context for guys that come from behind. And, as it relates to us, in any game we're in, when we get in those moments, we're always thinking about what the situation is, how many timeouts do we have, how many yards we have to go to kick a field goal, how many scores do we have to get. So a lot goes into that 2-minute drive and in terms of operation and making sure that all 11 players are on the same page.